See down there, a Cuban fisherman, not on a fishing boat, they're fishing on an inner tube. You know the reason? This river is protected area, so no fishing boats are permitted to go upstream. Notice the river shore full of mangrove, kind of tropical vegetation which grows in brackish water, like here. Water here is brackish, and etc. Most of the people are black skin color people, African background, okay, slave background. In Cuba it was the same. Cuba was like Jamaica, like Haiti. You see Cuba today like Jamaica or Haiti? No. Cuba today very varied. People are very varied, you know, from many different ethnic groups. So, the Cuban nationality, where are Cubans? Not everyone. In Cuba, we are like a stew. Okay? So, this island was, as you probably know, a colony. So what about if you're feeling hungry and you want to try a snack because it's a long way to Havana or to Varadero? Everything is like natural. Just palm trees, vegetation. You see no roads, no chimneys, nothing. Down there, all natural and preserved. Very well preserved. Police checkpoint. How come? Because it's a provincial border. So policemen, they stop cars here to check the trunk. And that's why the Cuban government now had no choice but opening up, you know, to the foreign investments. And probably, you know, for the... By the way, we are arriving on time, so I thank our driver because of taking us some time to the city. But there's a problem. We are on the east side of Havana's. So we cross the tunnel, and once on the other side, we are going to be in Havana City. It ended in bloodshed. Batista Sodis killed so many students inside, and that's why he denied to live in the presidential palace. So up to the president in Cuba, we don't have presidential house. Airplane shot it down by the Russians during the missile crisis after launching against the plane a rocket like the one you see over there. The tank and the airplanes were used in Battle of Bay of Pigs. This here, another museum. Look at the Battle of Bacardi on top. So it was Bacardi head office in the world. It was in Havana, 1930. Nowadays it's just a building for offices. And this is the Central Park. Let me tell you that we see today much less classic cars in Havana than usual. And of course the answer is the fuel crisis. Across the park, Inglaterra Hotel, the oldest hotel in the city, 1870. Ballet and opera. And you remember this morning I've been telling you about the Cuban president who made a capital in Havana to be, you know, and overweighting, they tend to collapse. So they try to add the less weight as possible, and that's why they use, you know, light materials. They don't make concrete floors very clean. So this municipality is 5 square kilometers and has a population of 220,000 people. It's incredible, you know, not having very tall buildings, how to put so many people into such a small place. Can you see the barbecues? Even here, you see? Many of the houses are divided in two. Look upstairs. Can you see? There. But not in the streets, you know, crowded, small. Then, because of the high concentration of population, Havana's and the Cuban largest cigar factories are located here. They can find, you know, workers all around. People don't have to walk alone. Let me tell you, the brand name in a cigar means fishers. Romeo and Julieta, Montecristo, and travel to Cuba. He permitted Cuban companies to start buying supplies in the States, etc. And everything changed so fast. Let me tell you my opinion. Obama was able to do in 2 years' time what American presidents before him since 1960 anyone was able to do. Toilet paper. Okay? The situation is not worst because of the ration card. But Cuban people, until recently, we've been suffering 16 hours a day, no electricity, no water. Okay? No enough food, and people manage. And let me tell you, inflation is so high, up to the point that before the pandemic, 1 kilo of pork was